want to talk about the vilification of individuals on the basis of their political beliefs. This idea is being put in the minds of our young people that for somebody to disagree with me is a violent act is not the natural response to that type of thinking, that to violently oppose that person might somehow be justified. Is the media actually complicit in cultivating this type of toxicity?
Yeah, I would say mainstream media are actually the main propagator of that. Recent polling that was out by a very significant social polling group, and they polled some 300,000, and among Gen Z, much higher acceptance that is justified actually to be violent against someone who, in their view, is already promoting violence. So here's where media, you're right, they're not just complicit. In fact, they are in the forefront of that message, and they've convinced a huge number of people that if you say words that upset somebody, that in itself is violent and must be stopped. If you look back to the formation of Marxism in the late 1800s and then moving into the 1900s, there's this thought that anybody who opposes the socialist left in their minds are the only things that are going to save the world. So anybody who opposes these views is actually hurting the world, is actually hurting society. And somebody who is hurting society and hurting people has to be taken out. So this is a culturally Marxist reflex. Every time there's been the advancement of a significant socialist government and then evolving into communism once you take the democratic part away, that's always central to it. If you are speaking words that are opposed to what we believe, that in itself is violence. That's what we're being told. Now, that's not true. The violence is when somebody stands up and hits someone or shoots someone. So media is front and center in that, and unfortunately, hand in hand with them, this is now at the so-called higher education in our universities for decades. This has been the culturally Marxist message. When you can't win the debate, you have to take out the person who is winning the debate.
This is all very, very eye-opening.